long before you can even buy a H2, and in Australia now it's even longer. The introduction of the new licensing, learner and probationary licensing laws in Victoria are pretty... well, I mean, I sort of agree, but they're pretty full on, I was going to say.
They're pretty full on.
Not any other... pretty full on.
How skinny my arms are.
Pale and hairy.
So pale.
Hairless. What's this scar? The hell is that?
It's a cigar burn. I prefer not to talk about.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
Yeah, so pull up the licensing thing on the screen so we can read it again. So, from the Vic Roads website...
So, basically, learners are fucked. Sorry about that.
So you go for your learner's test, as per usual, except now you have to wear high vis and you have to...
They've got 2 stages that they're implementing. They've got one that they're implementing this year and have done already as of effective of the 1st of October.
Yep.
And then they've got stage 2, which is coming out in 2015. But currently, with all new learner riders, you've now got to ride with a headlight that's always on, which has pretty much been a requirement since...
No, it came and then it went.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. Well, new bikes, you don't have to have the headlight on, do you? It came for a while and then it disappeared.
I thought they got around yours with that daytime LED light.
Oh, right. No, I think anyway, doesn't matter.
Anyway,
now you have to have one.
Learners must wear high visibility vests or a high visibility jacket to the Australian standards.
And the American standards I saw in there, which is actually all right. So you can buy a cheap jacket from somewhere, you're not getting ripped off. But I don't completely disagree with that one. Like, instead of a big L, you've got the L square with an L in it. Now you've got a high vis.
Okay. So you're in agreement with that. I don't think it's going to make a lick of difference.
It may not, but I don't object to it.
I think it was in the last week or last couple of weeks, I've seen a video of someone wearing a high-vis jacket getting rammed up the arse from a car.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it doesn't...
It was...
If a car driver's looking at their mobile phone, a high-vis jacket or no high-vis jacket makes no freaking difference.
Yeah, exactly. So, so what's the real point of it?
Yeah, well, the point is... Well, this is what we were saying earlier. What would save the motorcyclist when a car driver... Don't raise your eyebrows. A car driver's looking at his mobile phone illegally and going to run up the arse of the bike. What is going to save that bike rider? Not a high-vis jacket.
Mirrors.
Training on how to use your mirrors. That you pull up to a set of lights, you look...
Well, there's a very good point I want to make about this in a minute. But it was Sabre Scoot's video. He was on his scooter. He pulled up at a roundabout. I think Adrian Nickelodeon posted it to his Facebook. And the car just went straight up his arse. Like, without, So, and he wears a high visibility vest.
Well, I'll tell you how that's avoided.
And that was in Albury. And that was around Albury. Not city distracted
which
driving.
Which is a country town.
It's a country town, sorry. Yeah. Anyway.
But hang on, my point is there. It's rider training that's going to save
people. Yeah, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Because
you look in your mirrors and when you see a car coming, you go... Is that guy going to stop? Is that guy going to stop? Shit, I'll move out of the way.
I might as well make my point now. Instead of...
I've done it before. What happens?
What they've done here is they've put a bunch... in addition to what the restrictions already entail, they've put a few more on. And it just seemed to me like they were more... Well, we can't be bothered implementing better rider training. We'll just slap on a few more... restrictions.
And I said to you before when you mentioned that...
And inconveniences.
Maybe this would be a topic. And I said to you, yeah, but if you train people and they make no mistakes, you can't fine them. How do you make money off those people? You need them just to have things that you can fine them for not doing. That's how revenue works. Is that cynical?
Fuck's sake.
Okay, keep reading. Go on.
Anyway,
running out of time.
If you test it on an automatic motorcycle, you must ride an automatic motorcycle. I think that's been in place anyway.
Yeah, well, that's for cars. I don't know. Has it been on... Anyway, doesn't matter. That's reasonable. You can't argue
Well, I
about
remember
that.
If you got tested on a scooter, you've got a scooter restriction.
You're right.
And scooters are pretty much the only...
Automatic
bike, apart from...
What about electric ones?
Is it the CT110? That's manual, but it doesn't have a clutch.
Yeah.
Because
Semi-automatic.
their what they've written up here is any bike that has a clutch operated by the rider is classified as manual, and automatic is a clutch that isn't. So there's that. The CT110 might be classed as automatic. Who knows? And then they've just got a bunch of current the standard requirements that are being kept in place, like zero alcohol,
no pillion,
no
towing,
no towing, must display L plates. But the most interesting one that's come up is the no mobile phone use.
Yeah, which actually, let's just leave that until the next phase. So after your learners, you go onto your Ps.
Or if you've already got a full open car license, you get put onto a full license, but with certain restrictions of
power
a P
restriction.
plater.
Yeah, the restrictions of a P plater.
Now that used to be 1 year, but now they've increased it to 3 years.
3 years,
which entails...
sounds to me like an incredibly long time.
That's the point I was making with, let's not train these riders, let's just slap another 2 years onto their restriction period.
Let's just make
that's
them
the lazy way out.
Ride shitty bikes for another 2 years with these ridiculous...
Yeah, so now...
Well, for 3 years you can't carry a pillion, right?
For 3 years you can't carry a pillion. You've got to be zero alcohol blood, which is... fair enough.
Okay, we won't argue about that one.
I'm not going to argue with alcohol and motor machinery. Must only ride a learner-approved motorcycle, so you cannot...
Power restricted.
You're power restricted for 3 years now.
Yep.
Which will make the LAMS-approved motorcycle market sort of stronger.
Yeah.
Because
it'll boost
those bikes will be worth a lot more.
Yep.
Because you're having to hold on to them. Same, no towing, tested on an automatic. You're on an automatic.
Yeah. So you get a scooter license, you're stuck with a scooter for 3 years, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's... Yeah,
well,
okay.
Yeah. But, yeah...
mobile phone use.
The mobile phone, it says no mobile phone use for restricted or learner riders.
Which at first we went, well,
Fair
you can't
enough.
talk on your phone while you're riding your bike.
You don't want to be texting down the freeway.
Fair enough. Texting down the freeway, surfing some porn, whatever you want to do.
You read into it and it says, as of the 1st of October, you will not be permitted to use your mobile phone in either a handheld or hands-free type of thing.
Yep.
And this also includes not being permitted to use the functions like music.
Yeah, music. Well, I mean, some people will argue that.
Or,
I don't think that's so bad.
Well,
I mean, I don't.
Learners, yes. When you're on your restrictions, not so much.
Some people will argue about that, but
and phone navigation.
So you can't use the GPS in your phone.
No.
However, it doesn't. What we think, fine print. It doesn't say you can't use a GPS device Bluetooth to your helmet. Now, just can't use the GPS through your phone.
That's a funny thing you brought up fine print, because this is just displayed on their website, on the Vic Roads website at the moment. We haven't actually read the actual document.
Bylaws.
Yeah, we haven't read the document. So maybe it says
Who reads the bylaws?
Any device that has music capabilities or GPS. What? Or GPS capabilities. But yeah, I thought that was pretty fucked for restricted license holders to not be able to use your GPS.
Yeah. But I think what's going on there is that they want police to be able to, when they pull you over, they go, your phone is connected to your Bluetooth helmet. You're not talking. You're not talking. Just because you're only using your GPS. Well, you're allowed to use a GPS, but that gets all complicated. So if you're connected to your phone, you're screwed. I think that's what it is. It's making it easy for.
Excuse me. Cut that out.
It's making it easy for issuing fines.
Yeah, like how are you going to argue with the police officer if he says, "Oh, your phone is connected to your Bluetooth headset," and you say, "No, it's not. It's connected to my GPS device. It's not connected." You know, it's just gonna. It's a
nightmare.
It's a waste of time for us as riders, and it's a waste of time for cops who are told to enforce it. So.
But 3 years also. That's a long time on a restricted bike. I mean, fair enough. The Lambs has allowed us to ride bigger bikes, like up to 600cc, not a super sport,
660.
but 660cc.
And a certain power to weight
ratio. So that's probably countering that a bit.
Honestly, like I'm on my opens now, but not long ago I was on my restricted license. I could have lived for 3 years on a Lambs approved bike because there's heaps of options now. There's so many options.
When I got my license, I was restricted for that 12 months, and I owned a 250, then a 500, then a 900. I got busted on the 900 in the last week of my restricted license, carrying a pillion because I lent money off him to buy the 900, and I said, yeah, okay, I'll take you for a ride. Rode around the block, bang, done. Oh, I lost my license for a month. Which I was now so would tempted. Probably be 6 months. I don't know.
I was so tempted to take my girlfriend on a bit of a ride when I was on my restriction still, but
yeah, you just can't do it. Ah, well.
Big points, big money.
Yeah. Anyway, that'll do for this episode. So thanks for watching. If you're enjoying the show, make sure you share it around with your friends and on your Facebook.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Really comes to mind from all those years ago.
I thought that was pretty dull, though, this week on the show.